without even really realizing the number of people who don't read the language they speak, the unreached people groups, oral learners. And it just hit me, and I just absolutely knew what it was. And it was to do an animation of the whole Bible. It was scary as can be. I mean, if I thought doing a feature film with no money was scary, this was
Yeah.
exponentially more scary.
So you're referencing the biblical narrative, and I really want to ask you to give us for your working definition of that. And the reason I would be willing to bet that most of the Western, or I'll say biblically literate Christians we know cannot define that term, because the Bible was not written verse by verse. It was written.
Correct.
Verses came way later in the history of the Bible.
Yeah, like 1500s.
Yeah. And so they were a reference tool, not part of the revelation. Because that's the way we teach it in the modern church, we have no context. And so I want you to talk a little bit about that before we get into the actual project, because I think that's a critical thing for our audience to stop and think about. Am I clear on what the biblical narrative is? What does he mean when he says it?